Woods and Water Magazine, March 2019 edition. FCA Outdoors by Skipper Hare, North Florida Director, FCA Outdoors. If you're a Christian and have noticed our youth's lack of interest in church or in faith itself, you are not alone. My name is Skipper Hare, and I was a senior pastor for 5 years. During that time, I noticed the dominant hair color in service was white. That is great if all we want is a church full of wise people, but we need to have others to share the wisdom with. So I began to pray and ask God to show me how to reach the new generation. Never has there been a time in history where we have had such a huge social gap between generations. The advancement of technology has built a virtual wall between my parents and my kids. My mother has gone from riding horses as a means of travel to men walking on the moon. Technology has left her generation behind and disconnected my kids from their heritage. What I have discovered is that in my generation, I'm 48, Generation X, is that the only bridge they have to get over this wall that technology has built. After all, Generation Xers remember when we only had one phone and it had a cord. We heard about our parents walking to school uphill both ways. We remember when the rule was, you play outside and do not let me catch you and your friends in the house. We remember when the street light coming on meant it was time to go home. However, we have also been introduced to this crazy world of cell phones and computers. We are the generation that can also help bridge the gap spiritually, and we have some work to do. Our children and grandchildren are completely detached from the traditional church movement, and the members are growing every day. I was in agony over this fact. I love ministering to seniors. However, my heart burned for a way to reach our youth. After coaching high school football for 28 years, I had grown attached to the youth in our area. So I started praying for God to show me a way to reach the youth. In 2017, I walked away from the position in the church not knowing what was next, but I knew that God was leading me to something. 6 months later, I met with Fellowship of Christian Athletes. They said, we want to build an outdoor ministry that reaches out to all students, not just athletes. That's exactly what happens in this ministry. 98% of the students go on these outdoor trips choose to live for Christ. We have found the combination of God's creation, campfires, no cell phones, and intentional focus on Jesus produces a life transformation that sticks long after camp out has ended. God has started a profound way to reach our youth, and it's through his creation. Paul has told us in Romans 1:20, for since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. It amazes me every time one of these young people gawk at the stars or marvel at the echo on the river. It's a joy to see the reaction when they see their first wild turkey fly across the river or a deer on the bank. The things outdoorsmen have become accustomed to seeing are the things that prepare their heart for the gospel and amaze them. When you pull them out of the nonstop pace of life and show them God's plan for his children, they open like an oyster on the grill. And when they do, the Word of God takes deep root in their hearts and those that are searching for their purpose. FCA Outdoors is a great way to reach a generation that has their nose stuck in a virtual world. I look forward to sharing monthly about these adventures of canoeing, camping, hunting, and hiking. This ministry is fascinating and it will touch even the hardest heart when given the opportunity. If you are reading this or listening to this, you are unsure about where you stand with God, please contact me. You are more valuable to God than you can imagine, and he chose to give himself for your freedom. I pray today is your day to say yes to the offer of Jesus. Until then, I pray that God will continue to use me for his glory and that you too will clearly see what God created you to do. FCA Outdoors is looking for a few good men and women to join our team. We need outdoorsmen to assist on trips with hunting, fishing, cooking, or even just praying. For more information how you can be part of this powerful growing ministry, contact Skipper Hare at 386-365-7377 or email at shair@fca.org. Have a great day and God bless you.